1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's go. Let's go. It's Friday night under the lights here at Springside Recreational Reserve, and round 18 of the NPLW brings us a high-stakes showdown between Spring Hills and South Melbourne. Spring Hills sits 8th on the table, but they're not shown that they can be pushed by anyone on the day, and tonight they'll be out to prove it against South Melbourne side clinging onto the top 4 spot. As kickoff is underway, South Melbourne, the away team, kicking from left to right of your screen, and Spring Hills in their all black kit kicking from right to left of your screen. Oh, you feel for South Melbourne, the 3 points are non-negotiable tonight as the finals race heats up. For Spring Hills, though, it's a chance to shake things up and throw a serious spanner in the works. It's all set up for a cracking contest here in the West, and Spring Hills facing South Melbourne, kicking off here on a Friday evening in Melbourne. You're watching it live on the NPL YouTube channel. I'm Han Solo, and I'll be guiding you through the action tonight. As we almost have a very close encounter there in front of goal for Spring Hills. The wind may play a factor. It's very gustly here. It's going from absolutely everywhere. There's no sign of the direction of where it's going, this wind. You can feel it with the referees here on the sidelines, and you can see the corner flag just up and about this wind that doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere at all. Try to get it as swiftly to you as possible as Spring Hills looking to just collectively hold the fort on the back line. In tonight's game, we've got number 8, Mariambo for Spring Hills. Julia Bordiongo, you saw earlier, number 15. Natasha Dakic in the back line, number 12. South Melbourne looking to whip it into a dangerous position again. It's cleared away momentarily there by Spring Hills. Maya Makovsky, number 17 there. She looks to get towards the ring on the right side. Free kick given here to South Melbourne. Montana Matthews, number 30. Iri Narita is number 9. Captain Alexandra Sinclair, number 18. Isabella Stringfellow, number 16. Yukina Tamamura, number 20. And Iri Yamashita, number 19. Go those off the bench when they come on. And in goals in the pink, Jenna Ibrahim. Throw in for South on the right side. Alex Sinclair will bring it to ground. Matthews asking on the left. She does eventually get to it. She's got a bit of time and space here to calculate her next move. Matthews passes one. The wind will play a factor again. And South 3 in the back line have got the possession back. Free kick given to South Melbourne. On their list, they've got Alana Byrne, number 20. Raquel Dorales, number 10. Christina Esposito. In goals, number 1. Nikki Furuwaka, number 16. Eva Gutsmith's number 24. Annabelle Heffenden, number 3. Akisha Sandhu, number 8. Isabella Seward's number 6. Grace Taranto, number 22. Tyler Flanick, number 19. And Captain Misha Westland, number 14. As you can just feel here, the wind picking up so strongly here. We have a bit of coverage here, which might just create a bit of noise coming from the atmosphere microphone. can just feel it here. I wonder if the scaffold's going to fall apart. I hope not. It's going to be a fun time here, and whoever's up here. I might have to remove this sail that we've got here. Corner kick for Spring Hills. Their first one of the night. The near post. That's gone out of bounds for another corner kick. This wind is playing a huge factor in the set pieces, especially for Spring Hills. Near post again. It's been cleared away momentarily. It'll whip itself in. Low ball. Sinclair was the target. Too heavy for her to get to. They want to go back into play here, Spring Hills and Maya, knowing that it's not in a good position there. Just a bit of miscommunication. South Melbourne still unable to control it on their terms. Spring Hills win the possession back. Side ball towards Sinclair. Look to bring it back here, South Melbourne. Tackage. Bit of a wild shot coming from Spring Hills, but just had to be done there to get that ball out of a situation that could be deadly. South looking to gain possession back. Taranto looking for some options here. Not sure who the intended target was. Duralis wants to go back to Taranto. Centrals the ball towards Sewards. And clustering up here. Spring Hills and South Melbourne are chasing their toes a little bit. Actually been cleared away. Going back to Duckage, who finds Sinclair. Freight trains their way through. Opts to go back. Bit of an outstretch there, and it's been turned over. South Melbourne switches it up through the centre of the pitch. Taranto under pressure. Goes back to Sewards, who opts to go long on the wing. Few numbers up forward here for South. Waiting patiently is the Spring Hills defensive line. Looking great here, and eventually the expertise of Duckage. Now momentarily Markovsky. Twists and turns. They're on a little bit of break here. Intended target was for Budiongo. Intercepts it away, and Markovsky. Physicality is key in a game like this. You got to push your way through. Tamamura. Fine Ambo. To Sinclair. Markovsky to Mami Ambo. This could be a chance here for Spring Hills. Beautiful goal. And they've got one up early. What a huge moment here at Springside. Find the back of the net, and the underdogs strike first. It was just terrific through the center of the pitch. They held it well. And it was just enough to get that loose player forward. And it was just the brilliance there. That just did enough. Yuri Narita on the scoreboard for Spring Hills. All the hard work does pay off in those situations. They've shook the Way team, who did challenge them earlier on in this half. just take a moment of confidence to bring themselves back in the game. Narita being told to let go. Perhaps it could just be the gloves could play a factor in a few of these players. Narita wearing them. Jakic, Tamamura, few repping the gloves. Westland. South Melbourne retreats back to Taranto. She's got the legs, looking to slide it over and curl it a bit. And eventually cleared away. Taranto will reset again right in front of the stands here, in front of the crowd, who in numbers have got the puffer jacket industry still in business. You've got your favourite puffer, if it's Kathmandu, the very favourite one, Macpac, the North Face, Uniqlo, depending on which one you favour the most and which one is the warmest. Cast your votes. What puffer jacket do you like to wear and what keeps you warm the most? It's Narita. Got a bit of time and space here. She looks like Markovski's in the centre and Budiongo on the far right. Might take it alone here. Finds Sinclair. Surrounded by a lot of white jumpers. Markovski will whip it in. And ricochets away. Matthews will retreat from the left. And it will be a side ball for Spring Hills deep inside. They're attacking left side of the pitch. Short pass to Sinclair. Cleared away momentarily. Sandhu. Open space here for South on the left side. Desperation coming from the team here from South as Spring Hills retreats back. Ibrahim under pressure. Able to get it out of danger. Sweeps back in here. Still looking good for South as they maintain possession. Can't let the scoreboard affect you whatsoever. Can't let the home side advantage take you on. As they have a chance here, flag is up. Wind is still picking up here, and I hope the scaffold will hold on and keep us stabilised. Those watching at home in the comfort of your own couch, a very smart move indeed. But we do have some dedicated fans, a few dedicated South Melbourne fans have come all the way here to the west to support the women's game. Matthews charging away through there. Clever play from South. Furuwaka, happy to see that go out of play. Taranto. Wants to go long. Another go here for Taranto. Bit of miscommunication. Burn whipping it to the other side of the pitch. Pudiongo falls to ground. Sandhu will pick it up. And South will reset. Esposito. Calm and collected. Markovsky intercepts. Spring Hills will go for the switch. 1-0 here at Springside Recreation Reserve. 14 minutes gone here in the first half of round 18's fixture between Spring Hills and South Melbourne under Friday night lights. Matthews looking for Narita. Diagonal pass didn't reach her, and South Melbourne win the ball back. Hiri Fukiwara. Ambo. Back to Duckage. Calderala's told to intercept, but Spring Hills somehow still keep the ball alive. Taranto using her body on the line. Narita want to be a part of it as well. Ambo couldn't bring it. Duralis centers the ball. Bit of a one-touch. And Spring Hills get the ball back. Cleared it away out of danger. It was looking pretty lethal there with Sewards lurking inside the box. Didn't have a clear shot at it though. So I'll try again. Westland. There's pressure from Spring Hills. Claps around there from the Spring Hills bench. Some of the players are already warming up just to get themselves warmed up here. You can see Spring Hills lurking on the one side of the pitch and South Melbourne lurking on the other side in the corner flag just to keep their bodies warm. South Melbourne side ball. Taking some time to make a decision. High ball. Didn't go as far as Grace Taranto, who headers it into a cluster area. Ball is still kept alive here. And eventually, Shah Roshan, the referee of tonight, calling it quite even so far for the women's game in tonight's fixture. Tamamura to Duckage. Duckage looking to find Sinclair. Intercepted away by Westland. And South able to find a few key players. Just resetting the play again. Burn. Taranto. Sinclair applying the pressure. Nowhere to go for Westland. Driving ball here for South Melbourne. Sandu. Up high. That's where it's been tricky here for South. Far left side. Unable to connect. Duralis couldn't get a right foot on it. Markovsky crashes through and it's gone out of bounds for a South Melbourne throw in right in front of the Spring Hills bench. Sandu again. Trying to keep the ball alive. Spring Hills comes in numbers. Switched away to this end of the broadcast to Taranto. Trying to muscle her way out. Nikki Furukawa. And Montana Matthews. To Ranto. To Byrne. I'll reset again. So just being a little bit cagey and just unable to find their particular set pieces there on that left side. Spring Hills know to defend in that manner in numbers on that lethal left side, but it's perhaps just the wind playing a part in South Melbourne, just unable to get that ball moving in the way they want it. Could also be the pressure of the bench being very vocal. We can hear it from our end. I can't imagine how loud the particular direction and shouting is when it's right in front of the bench. Rita, utilising her physicality and body. Very clever. To find Tamamura. Zakic switches it long. Almost too long for Woodiongo to get to. That's when sometimes you don't know how the wind's going to react. It could work in your favour or could go completely out of proportion here. And this is perhaps one of the windiest conditions we've encountered here at Spring Hills, home ground in the west. You know how cold and windy you get. This is clearly shown that it could be a difficult way for this game to control when Mother Nature says differently. Matthews. Markovsky to Sinclair. Crashes to the ground. Free kick given to Sinclair. Opportunity here for Matthews. Though this wind is going against her. It's blustering in the left side here. You can say anything you want and focus on how you're going to hit it. It's the factor if that ball's going to stay still first off. And you can see that corner flag is really blustering. Matthews may have overdone it, but it's been saved there by Christina Esposito. Have an aeroplane coming over us at the moment. I don't think normally you can hear that aeroplane, but particularly tonight, there's nothing but the wind in your lovely ears and the sound of the flags upon us. And the whistle blown there by referee for a free kick for South Melbourne. 23 minutes down here at Springside. Spring Hills still hold the lead. It's been a little bit tricky here for South Melbourne. Their final third, unable to capitalise on those opportunities. No, it just takes one. Could be the wind going up against them in this half. Matthews. Finding Sinclair. Narita. Markovsky the 1-2. She gets it. Harry Narita. Woodiongo lurking on the far side in the back post. Can she whip it in? She does. Keeper goes to ground and is cleared away by South. The referee had to stop that play. Had it been a heavy knock between Woodiongo and Esposito. She is okay, but that was very close chance there for Spring Hills to get another one up here at their home turf. The comeback was on point, but Budiongo may have just overstepped that one. Took out the keeper instead of getting the ball. In these conditions, it just makes it all a bit challenging normally. It's an easier affair. Lower balls could play a factor. Here's Budiongo. So far. Just trying to maintain that possession, but Spring Hills have been able to hold on to it. Ball again. Headed to a direction, but really to no player in particular here for Spring Hills. Quick movement here for South Doralis. Gain possession back here, Spring Hills. Narita on the far side asking for it this time, but keeper's got it. That was a fast ball going towards keeper Christina Esposito, but she's managed to really calm herself there and composed, not allowing Narita any inkling of that ball coming her way. She guarded it perfectly, keeping her team in the game so far. Takes more than the keeper working overtime. It's a matter of, it's just the playmakers. You've got to get your chess pieces in order to make sure that when the ball gets into a prime situation for a goal scoring opportunity, just like this one, but it may have been over the top here. Narita went deeper inside the box as opposed to lurking on the far post, so she decided to go a different way this time, and the ball went over a bit too much for her to get to. That's that wind power once again. So right ball and good ball coming from Sinclair. It's just going to be all too challenging once again. It's causing a little bit of issue for certain kicks coming into the box area. Morales falls to ground, appealing for a free kick. It is a late call. Free kick given here to South Melbourne. Ball is spending a lot of time in Spring Hills' attacking half. This is perhaps the first time in quite some time where South Melbourne can whip it in to their final third, to their attackers. High ball. Bodies behind it. Matthews overcomplicated that, but eventually did get that ball moving out of bounds. Quick release from Taranto. And the offside have gone up. Spring Hills can now reset the ball. Wind could be a factor here. Sinclair couldn't get to it. Gutsmith. Still Gutsmith. Opts to go wide. Furukawa. couldn't find a target. Crashes through here. Is Lana Byrne. Matthews controlling the space, but cleared away by Nikki Furukawa. Marita quickly to apologise. Haven't managed to get out of this particular area, Spring Hills, and South finding a way to whip it in the cutback. Haven't been on their favour at all this half. And it's ticked over 30 minutes of game time. 1-0 still the scoreline. And Spring Hills still holding on to the lead. Tamamura looking to find Budiongo. It's intercepted there by Byrne. Finds Gutsmith. On the far side. Dorales was the target, didn't reach it, and Spring Hills couldn't keep the ball alive on their favour, and it will be another throw-in for South Melbourne. Markovsky collected it well, looking to drive the ball. She knows her players are left, right and centre each time she's got possession. It's been returned back in the back line here for South. Byrne. Just directing traffic at this stage, looking for options. Opts to go to the far side again. Hoping for some miracle, and the miracle could come. It's gone wide to Sandu on the right side, whips it in. Though a lot of Spring Hill players defending, and they've cleared it away momentarily, but that was a wonderful defensive play. But for South, they've just got to be a little bit more sharper and stay a little bit more compact in that area. Just looking a little bit lost of where they need to be and what position they need to be at this stage, because it was all Sandu that able to get that ball into a good area, but then it was the kick after that just didn't hit the mark for South Melbourne. And we know that team is generally, on those occasions, on point on those particular kicks and those decision makings. Here's Caranto. Gutsmith. Might drive the ball back into that area. Marita. Bring the ball to ground under a little bit of pressure. The ball has just been headed away out of danger. Matthews. Gutsmith to Sandu. Taranto. Going, if you hit my teammates in the face, I'll do the same to you. Narita wasn't phased. Matthews. Up against Akeisha Sandu. Dakic controlling the back line. Bit of confidence there, driving the ball. Almost gave it away. And too much for Bozanovsky to get to. Ball is still kept alive, Dorales. Ball is whipped back into that direction for Furukawa. In the end, Dakic had to deal with it. Morales again. Wonderful challenge there coming from Stringfellow, though I don't think South Melbourne enjoyed watching that unfold. Spring Hills commended her for her efforts. Juggling ball from South. Ball is hot and heavy there inside the box. South once again just couldn't control as Narita whips it towards Buriongo. First touch had to be important. She had a bit of time to figure it out. It's whipped to the left side of Matthews, desperate to keep it in, and she couldn't. Ball just overcooked it. Quick release. Very bizarre move coming from Sandu. Narita to Ambo. Ambo headers it to any direction possible. As they're saying, composed in Narita crashes through. Just getting a little bit more physical now, late in this half. Just under about 10 minutes remaining, and Spring Hill still holding on to the lead. Narita wanted to whip it towards Markovsky, and Sinclair was pushed out of play. Alana Byrne can't believe the call, and Sharp just went, saw it all unfold in front of my eyes, and I've got the whistle, and I will blow it. And you just saw Alex Sinclair going flying sideways, but she got up very quickly. It's like she bounced off, similar to WWE. The moment she hit the ground, she was up again. High long ball towards the direction of Sinclair. I wonder if Sinclair ever did some WWE wrestling, or would be interested in. I think she'll be good at it. Maybe a late calling to your career, Alex. Bit of WrestleMania. Matthews. Sinclair, first touch had to be good, couldn't control it. Byrne. No pressure indeed for Alana Byrne. We'll hold it momentarily, look for different avenues. The wind, strangely, feels a little bit more calmer now. For now. No doubt the wind will return. Might have jinxed myself, but this is a nice moment just to not be too phased about it. Morales against Tamamura. And Narita. South. Can they make something from this? They found a little bit of opening space here on the right side. Taranto. Got shepherded there by Sinclair. Did just enough. Ball will track back here to Byrne. Again, happy to wait for players to get into their positions. Taranto under pressure by Ambo. Narita. Sinclair. Trying to go through one. Passes another. But couldn't pass Byrne, who cleverly win the ball back as Markovsky. Markovsky! Forward pressure! Out of absolutely nowhere. Did just enough to beat the keeper. 2 goals up for Spring Hills here in the first half. We did not expect that at her, and the celebration also sweet here against her and her captain, Alexandra Sinclair. Wow, what a goal. That was pure class from Maya Markovsky, who do what every forward striker would do, is just put pressure on the keeper. If you're going to play games like that in the back line, I'm just going to go at it. And you never know. If you roll the dice and take those risks, it could work. And on that occasion, Maya Markovsky, she had no right from score from there. She had no right at all, but she did it. And that's just the nature of the game and the nature of the Friday Night Lights here at Springside. There is just something going on and brewing here between this club and the NPL competition. You can just sense it. We're going up teams like this and pushing the back there. A Stringfellow there that crashed towards the ground. And South Melbourne are shook. They had no idea. Everyone turned their backs at that point. Even Sinclair turned her back. Everyone was thought, keeper's going to get it. They're going to reset the ball. But Maya, from nowhere, just creating a little bit of chaos play for the South Melbourne defence. 14 minutes have gone past here in the first half. Spring Hills are up by 2 goals. Where are the answers here for South Melbourne? Is it the wind? The wind's going up against them. Will it help them in the second half when they go and kick on the other side of the pitch? Let's calm down a little bit here, which we hope will stay this way. It was going a little bit gustly and a bit dangerous for those up here in the commentary box. And also the rain, which was trickling a little bit earlier, have momentarily stopped, which is great. Comeback could definitely be on here in the second half. South Melbourne, we know a team that can come together and they've just collectively work as a team, and we can see that we know that they can have that formation. And somehow Spring Hills have really gotten under their skin here in this game so far. And being 2 goals ahead of them will play something mentally for the South Melbourne players. Something to work on in the second half and just really refocus and reset that game plan. I'm sure the coach have seen little things and have taken notes, and just it's a matter of now tweaking those notes and just directing the players on how to go up against this Spring Hills team. It's a different pitch that they're used to, synthetic, sometimes a bit different to how you're normally set up when they're used to playing at Lakeside. So 1 minute of extra time added here in the first half. That leaves it about 4 minutes left. Ambo. Westland had to retreat back. Going through the center here. South Melbourne have just gone up a little bit of a gear. Haven't been too clean in the first touches. It's just been tricky. The ball is curling. It's windy. It's blowing. Stringfellow almost left it behind. Markovsky. Side ball for Spring Hills. Just about 2 minutes left in the game. South couldn't find a target there, which is very bizarre. It's been whipped back into the direction of Spring Hills attacking. Sinclair's been held. And free kick given to Spring Hills on the far right side of the pitch. Just about a minute left in the half. Yeah, Mark Markowski directing his players for what would be the final passage of play. High ball into the box. Headed away by South. Managed to get themselves out of a pickle there. Dorales is putting the burners on. Almost last line of defence. Did well for Spring Hills. That just did enough there. Just that presence. Didn't overcomplicate it at all. And free kick given. This time round to South Melbourne on the far side, right in front of the Spring Hills bench. Final kick of the game, perhaps. It's all from the referee. And the discretion of the referee of how much time is left here in the half. Being directed to play on. Ball is still kept alive in South Melbourne's attacking. How much time is left here? They're still going at it. Taranto against Narita. It's gone through the legs. Bit of a 1-2 touch. Taranto couldn't reach her target. Dackage. And cool, calm, collected the defence of South Melbourne. Or Spring Hills, rather. Narita. Beautiful touch. And there's a whistle for the half-time. Spring Hills leading by 2 goals. Wow, what a half for Spring Hills. The side sitting 8th on the ladder has come out with the intent and heads into the half-time with a surprising lead over South Melbourne. Gee, you feel the final race for the top 4 may have just been given a twist in store here. Don't go anywhere. The second half could be very exciting.
Let's go!
underdogs can hang on or if South have a response here in the second half. 2 goals up for Spring Hills here at their home side on the Friday Night Lights. Round 18 action of the NPLW competition. I'm Han Solo and I will be bringing you the next 45 minutes of action as kickoff is just about underway. Spring Hills in the all-black kicking from left to right of your screen and South Melbourne in the white away kit kicking from right to left of your screen. As looks like it may have just been a player interchange here for South Melbourne, but they're lock and loaded, ready for the second half. First goal scored by number 9, Iri Narita of Spring Hills. And it was the second goal, the high press, high pressure from Maya Markovsky have got herself the second goal for Spring Hills. South Melbourne still yet to find the back of the net. They've got 2 goals to equalise and 3 goals to be ahead. That's if Spring Hills doesn't catch up. Right, plenty of action to come, and it's a matter of if they can hold on to it. It's just that side on the far end that's been a little bit upsided there, or lopsided rather. Not too much of the certain areas, like a Bermuda Triangle on the far left side. Just haven't really gone at the way it's been going, particularly for South Melbourne, but they're going in a different direction now, and it could play a part. The only thing that hasn't been lurking around in the second half is that gust of a wind that was showing its presence in the first half and did play quite an impact in how the game unfolded. That since have been removed now in the second half, and it's been quite calm. And credit to how we are, and knowing maybe the gods can hear us. I have a feel like the wind may return. South Melbourne didn't really verse. I don't think they even went near Spring Hills at all. They were on the other side of the fixtures. And they've made themselves known to be a contender again for the Nike FC Cup, which is being played on the 10th of August. They're going up against Heidelberg United, who is currently sitting top spot on the ladder. Tickets are on sale at the moment. Buy your tickets and witness if South Melbourne can make it back-to-back, or will Heidelberg snatch that glory away from them? The likes of Alexandra Sinclair and Montana Matthews and Natasha Dakic know all too well about the Nike FC Cup when they were at Calder United. They won about 4 or 5 back-to-back Nike Cup. And just trying to get themselves back on the feet of that. And speaking of, it's a bit of a hard knock there towards Alexandra Sinclair, holding onto a right arm. The right shoulder. Trying to just wave it out a little bit. Alex Sinclair, built by muscle. She's got 99% muscle and 1% fat on her, Alex Sinclair. That's how she's gotten up. A normal person at a senior level, don't think being knocked in that manner, you will get up in a fashion that will continue play. So Alex Sinclair has been knocked left, right and centre for many, many seasons, for many games, and still got it. I don't think she's stopping any time soon. There's a bit of an argy-bargy between Montana Matthews and Misha Westland. Heating up here in the centre of the pitch. You can just tell the tensions are just rising up here, even though the temperature on the actual pitch and here in the sidelines are dipping lower by the minute. The wind may have left us momentarily, but it seems like the temperature went from 9 degrees, probably 7 degrees right now. It's probably even going to go less than that by the end of the game. Probably hear more sniffles coming through the microphone as the game progresses. But keeping the heat is Montana Matthews and Westland. Keeping this game a little bit interesting here for all the viewers at home. As the ball whips in, Markowski lurking there, trying something again. You can tell she able to win the ball the first time, and she goes, if I can do it once, why not trial it again? Not sure where or whom that ball was meant to be going towards. South Melbourne win the ball back. It looks great there for Taranto. Eventually cleared away. I think we've just got a substitute there for South Melbourne, number 17, Dragana Klajic. Markowski crashing through. Narita didn't get there. We'll try that again. A reset from the back line once again here, South Melbourne. Westland. Haffenden. Sinclair. Great use of the body. No one up forward. Just got Markowski on her left. Under pressure here. Being held. Appealed for a free kick. Didn't get it. And frustrations are rising up here for Natasha Dakic, who, if could do it again, would have tried a different avenue. That giving the ball away. Here's Westland. Sinclair, again showing her presence. A reset again. Lana Byrne crosses it over on the right side. Intercepted by Matthews. South Melbourne win the ball back. Turnover created here. Sinclair crashes through. And a free kick going against Spring Heels. Western will take this one, and the wind is going slightly towards their end of the goal this time round for South Melbourne. A few players, including Grace Taranto, in that mix. Pentazopoulos also lurking inside the edge of the box. Westland, low ball. Back to Westland. Who ups to find Vlanik and whips it wide to the left. Jenna Ibrahim will bring this one back in here for Spring Hills in the all pink. Lionel Messi pink. They are sponsored by Adidas. Spring Hills. Very fitting to choose that colour of Messi. 2 against 1. The trip is on. Play on, says the referee. Westland goes wide. And a bit of magic there, but it's gone straight into the good, clean hands there of Ibrahim. Thought the wind may play a factor, but it's been saved by Spring Hills. Right idea for South Melbourne. Looking a lot more better than here in the second half. And this is where we saw them also creating those opportunities bringing that ball in, drawing that ball up forward at any cost. So we did see that in the first 5 minutes of the game, but since then, it just hasn't been going into the favour they intended, and it's just been also challenging to go past the defensive line of Spring Hills. The South, I would feel, have to tweak a few things. Buriongo on the ball towards Markovsky. Narita on her left. Sinclair asking for on her right, but she's drawing the ball anyway on her own. Intercepted. She kept it for too long. Held it for too long there. Markovsky gave it away, and counter-attack is on here for South Melbourne. There's Klajic onto Pantazopoulos. Matthews cleared it away towards Yamashita, who just has a wild shot and cleared it into space to no man's land. They can draw the ball now. Heffenden on to Westland. Drawing the ball here, which is terrific to see here for South Melbourne. It's only gone as far as Stackage. Connects to Sinclair. Hasn't been shaping up here for Spring Hills. Giving the ball away, and South couldn't also connect either. Back to Klajic. Looking for a different avenue, and Matthews cleared it away. South through the centre, have found a nice patch here. Furukawa can go on her left, but it's been blocked away by Stringfellow. First corner kick of the half. Dragana Klajic will take this one in for South Melbourne. Again, few players deep in the box. Ibrahim trying to be protected there. Near post. Cleared away there. But it will whip itself back in here from Klajic. Headed in, but it's gone wide. Right idea coming from Furukawa. Ibrahim looking up to see some options while she sets up. May up to go wide and long. Narita being pushed. Yamashita. Markovsky, twists and turns. Always under a lot of pressure there, Markovsky. Buriongo comes with a bit of artillery to Sinclair. Mamiambo, a bit frustrated there. Knocked the ball away towards a corner flag. Referee Sharp just giving you a little bit of warning, going you need to calm down a little bit there. They're getting ready for a throw in, South Melbourne. Finally found themselves a little bit of space here south on this side of the pitch. Number 19 against the other number 19. Manik. That was a good ball, but it's just gone over. Volley. Those opportunities don't come very often. It's just gone past completely everyone. Even the defender couldn't get a foot on it. And that was just south. Nitpicking a little bit of build-up play, but it was just that final touch. Just had to connect. Didn't connect with anyone. High ball again. Matthews had to deal with it. Battling it along here, south. And this is a chance. Collected away. Appealing for a free kick here. It's been denied by the referee. Have another opportunity. And it's gone to wide to the left. Eva Gutsmith giving everything. But just to miss the mark. Very brave technique earlier from Jenna Ibrahim. Putting her body on the line, not easy to do when you've got a striker running directly towards you, and then you've got the entire team shouting at each other. Alana Byrne, calm and collected again on the halfway line. Matthews, here's the diamond formation from Spring Hills. Narita, Matthews is sitting deep. Crowd's going very vocal, and so is the Spring Hills bench. It's a free kick given for Narita. Was it a throw-in? My apologies. Narita was in the ground. I thought it was a free kick for some reason. But Matthews will bring it in. Sinclair asking for it. Opposite go towards Budiongo, who was under pressure by two South Melbourne players. They want to opt to play on. The run is lightning at the moment. Westland asking for it. Furukawa in that mix. Spring Hills is able to track back, and now they're on the turnover. Markovsky to Budiongo. Whips it wide to Sinclair. It's not one to cut it in, so she draws it in centrally to Yamashita. Now Narita, looking for other options, finds Matthew, who is one of the best cut backer in the competition. And into the breadbasket of Christina Esposito. Went from one into the other. Sinclair not one to be a winger to whip it in centrally. Looking for different avenues, and South unable to collect. Gutsmith. Furukawa on her left. Finds Sandu instead. No option forward. Lays it back. To Vlanik. And it's gone over the crossbar. Right idea coming from Tyler Vlanik of South. Hoping the ball may have dipped a little bit last moment. Jenna Ibrahim always got the eye on the ball in case that dip did occur for any reason whatsoever. Opts to go far left. Well, it's going to whip its way back into that position and out of bounds. Just about 19 minutes in here, the second half. Spring Hill still holding the lead 2 goals to South Melbourne, 0. It's round 18 action of the NPL competition. 2025 season. We are almost at the end of it. Not too many rounds left. I can't believe we went starting how many weeks ago. It's now almost nearing to the end. And this is an all-important win for South Melbourne to get themselves still in the running to be in the top 4. Appealing for a free kick, didn't get it. The ball's whipping high. It's whipping too high there from Alana Byrne. Field, top 4. You got Heidelberg United sitting in top spot with 44 points, which if they drop a game, has to take a lot from the likes of Bulleen Lions. They're sitting 2nd place. 10 wins, 2 draws and 5 losses. Burundara Carey Eagles, 3rd place on the ladder with 9 wins, 2 draws and 6 losses. 29 points to their name. 4th place is Essendon Royals with 9 wins and 2 draws and 6 losses, equal to Burundara, 29 points. South Melbourne, 7 wins so far. They're on 27 points. They've drawn 6 and lost 4. And you've got Alamein Box Hill in front of Spring Hills, who is currently sitting 8th on the ladder. But below them is Preston, Effie Academy, Brunswick Juventus and Bentley. Julia Budiongo takes a break. On comes number 11, Olivia Anderson, taking her place for the remainder of this game. 21 minutes into the second half, and South is still yet to find the back of the net. Long ball for South. Even the cameraman is struggling to follow the ball. That's how much oomph came from it, and look where the ball had ended up. Lanik not wasting any time to bring the ball back in. It's been cleared away. Even Shab had to duck for it. Markovsky always seems to track back more than going forward. That's her technique. And this is where it works in her favour. She finds Montana Matthews, who wants to draw it towards Narita. Was unsuccessful on that occasion. So a must win for South Melbourne if they want to keep themselves in the game. Wants to keep their position to get into that top 4. Spring Hills looking to keep the ball alive. Markovsky, good touch. Opts to go wide, the 1-2. And it ricochets off a South Melbourne player for a corner kick on the far left side. So the remainder 3 games coming up for Spring Hills. You've got them versing Heidelberg United at Olympic Village in next round's fixture. That's going to be a big game with Heidelberg. Last time I believe they drew here at Spring Side. It's a really good game there. So corner kick. Anticipation here. We know how many times Montana Matthews have assist in a header goal, but it's gone over the crossbar onto the top netting. So too much mustard there. Following the round after 19, round 20, Spring Hills are back home here on a Friday night, going up against Brunswick UVA. And then round 21, being the final round of the season, Box Hill United. So it's the Hills versus the Hills, with this time round at Wembley. It was a terrific game where Spring Hills did beat Box Hill against the Hills Derby, but this time round, in round 21, it will be at Box Hill's home ground. A challenge there going up against South Melbourne's number 19, Tyler Vlanik. And Alana Byrne will come in to assist this set piece. Got a pretty sharp kick on her. And cool, calm, collected Jenna Ibrahim into the breadbasket. Good hand. She's really worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure that the grip is on point. It's very important not to have any crumbs. If you can't bring the ball to ground or whatnot, you have to have good hands and good grip. So, done well since the first couple of rounds we saw from Jenna Ibrahim. Come a long way here to keep Spring Hills into contention of, you know, the kind of the moving up to the ladder. Being 8th is not a bad streak at all, being your first ever season in NPL competition. South Melbourne games, the final 3. Next week they'll go back home and verse Preston. Following that week, it will be against Bulleen Lions, so that's second place Bulleen. Not an easy game whatsoever for them. And they'll go up against Essendon Royals at Lakeside in round 23. So it'll be home, away home. 2 games at Lakeside left and 1 game played at the Veneto Club against FC Bulleen Lions. And it's the final series. And that will end this season. Have gone by so quick. Markovsky, I think she just underkicked that one. This is where the decision making has to be on point. Gone so far up that end of the pitch. And Narita have got a chance here. Ricochets out of bounds. It's a corner kick. South Melbourne appealing that it's their ball. In that mix, you got Markovsky deep. She wants to head of the ball. Not too many players lurking in there as well. There she is in the near post. High ball! Cleared away there by South Melbourne. And is whipped in by Mammy Ambo. There's Eva Gutsmitz coming off for Olivia Edwards, number 15. Gutsmitz coming from FE Academy, proven herself for the seniors competition. That just such a dynamic player, and a few players transferred from FE Academy in this season have really stepped up to the plate. Got herself Heidi Dalton and Eva Kokotis proving to be adapting to this competition, moving from the FE Academy now onto South Melbourne. So a lot of experience already in this young squad of South, where they rebuild, and then they've got senior players like Tyler Vlanik coming from Melbourne City, just bringing in that leadership to the young squad. The ball ricochets out of bounds and onto the other pitch here behind us. Speaking of transfers, Mammy Ambo playing up against her old team, South Melbourne. She transferred a couple of rounds ago as an addition to the depth of Spring Hills. There's Tamamura, opts to go back to Jenna Ibrahim. Goes long, only to Westland. Spring Hills maintains possession back. Sinclair. Up to find Anderson, who wants to whip it wide. Narita, can't you find a way through two defenders? And South Melbourne win the ball. Terrific effort coming from South. Had two players keeping a very close eye on Narita. But Anderson just didn't have that confidence to go on her own and opt to lay it on to another teammate instead, even though that ball was perfectly placed by Alexandra Sinclair. "16 minutes remaining in the game, and South still yet to find the back of the net. Spring Hills leading by 2 goals to South Melbourne 0. As Taranto passes one, she could go all the way, low ball. Got it covered there by Jenny Ibrahim. Wide open there. She probably had a bit of time to step perhaps another 5 meters or so and curled it in. Maybe perhaps she didn't anticipate the wind to work in the favour of South Melbourne here in the second half. Low ball probably wasn't the right idea on that occasion, as Markovsky again rings around South. Eventually leashes it away. Finds a way back in possession of the ball here, Markovsky. Great addition. Did play for Canberra United, Markovsky, for NPL. Have been playing with the FC Berlin team for quite some time. Here's Anderson, can whip it in. Couldn't find a connection to a player. So we do see Tyler Vlanik, I think, being elbowed into the lower back region. And she does feel a bit winded here, number 19. Throw in for South, right in front of the Spring Hills bench. Long throw, and they've gained about 50 metres. "14 minutes remaining in the game. Spring Hills holding on to the lead. Sometimes you feel, as even the team being in front and scoring early, it is stressful to maintain and keep that lead at times, because it could go either way in a heartbeat. And for those that are trailing, also high level factor of not being able to get themselves back in the game. Rita keeping the ball alive for Spring Hills. Markovsky asking for it through the legs. And Byrne being so clever with her head. It's been cleared away momentarily. Matthews brings it to ground. And Spring Hills keeping the ball alive on the left side of the pitch. Matthews putting the burners on, but you're given away. So a few tired legs out there. Markovsky clutching. Lana Byrne also feeling a bit of fatigue. Markovsky, last minute decision to go for the ball. Narita couldn't get the ball to her direction. And Matthews, side ball again. Markovsky whips it! Oh! The bounce we thought was going to whip its way in between the sticks, but it didn't. That was on the volley too. It was very exciting to watch. She just whipped it, and so much power behind it. South Melbourne, it is now crunch time. Do or die, now or never. Time is now of the essence. Under 12 minutes remaining. They trail by 2 goals. The next one has to be important for Rukawa. Crashes through every defensive line for Spring Hills. Taranto comes in with a bit of artillery. It's whipped back in that area, chested down, cleared away, and Markovsky can reset it. Not the best touch and kick we've seen from Markovsky. Overcooked that one. Play on, says the referee. Matthews directing traffic going, do I get the thumbs up? Can I play on, ref? Yes. Anderson left it all behind. And it's been mopped up there by Tyler Vlanick. Crunch time is on for South. It has been great. Timed patience from Jenna Ibrahim. Her decision making for tonight has been great. Not taking any risk whatsoever. Bit of a head check. Sinclair under pressure. Still manages to get it out of her line. Good touch there. Anderson can backheel it to Sinclair. She does. Looks up for a bit of options. Stringfellow couldn't find her target at Anderson, and it's been collected by Westland. Asking her players, come on, where can I go? Ups back. Looking to switch it long. Taranto. And all the players going up against her, challenging her. And eventually, it's Matthews, the one that collects. It has been last touched by South Melbourne. Though the Lions referee disagree. South Melbourne, slowly the time is going against them. Cleared away by Anderson. Haffenden. Just a wild shot long into a pack of players. Matthews. Clever ball. Hugs the boundary. Looking to find Markovsky, who couldn't collect. And South can reset from the back. Under 8 minutes remaining. South has to score 2 goals. Haffenden. Too many black jumpers are behind the ball. Anderson. Stringfellow, risky move. Ibrahim got it covered. Markovsky wants to whip it towards Sinclair, who's still got so many gas in the tank. Wonderful pressure from Annabelle Haffenden. Number 16, Nikki Furukawa. No longer participating in the game. And Eva Kokotis, a player we mentioned before coming from FV Academy, coming on board for the final 7 minutes or so of the game. Tyler Vlanick just instructing her players to leave it, and I'll take this one. Crunch time for South Melbourne. How have they been scoreless so far in the game is a testament to Spring Hills in the side here and what they brought to the NPL competition this season. They missed out on being promoted 2 seasons ago against Essendon Royals. They worked tirelessly hard the next season after that to be the best team in VPL. That promotion, all too sweet, and especially for Alex Sinclair, who helped contribute in bringing this team here in the West up to the top tier competition in Victoria. Sitting 8th place is well deserved for the team that's the underdogs coming into the competition, playing their first ever NPL senior side, and it goes to show that the competition between, say, the top 4 teams in VPL and NPL are also close in the talent that shows across it. A lot of hard work been done behind the scenes. Anderson couldn't connect, and Vlanik, with all the experience under her belt. It's looking promising for South, but too heavy on the ball. Offside flag has been called, and the referee blew the whistle. Number 17, Dragana Klajic just ignored the call there. Weren't too happy about it. Spring Hills digging up as much time as they want. They will try to dig in the next 4 minutes as much as possible. Vlanik will take it all on upon herself if she has to. Finds Westland. To Klajic. On past one player and too much mustard. She probably would have almost gone the right direction to the back post position. 2 players lurking in that centre area, but perhaps too much pressure upon that region. They're opting to go wide left, which they've done at south of Melbourne, looking for different avenues, but they're going back to their old ways, which Spring Hills have really adapted to it. And knowing their style, their game plan, knowing they're going to go left before they go right, they just bring that those numbers of defenders forward and just intercepting those passes. Sinclair, careful she doesn't get into a pickle. Bit of 3D vision coming your way. We should get some 3D camera action. Referee having a close look at Narita. Play resumes. Time is now of the essence. Corner kick for South. Last roll of the dice. As we count down, 2 minutes remaining in the game. This is an all-important corner kick for South Melbourne. All players inside the box. High ball from Vlanik. Headers in! It's been blocked away by the keeper and cleared by Montana Matthews. Jenna Ibrahim keeping her team alive and giving herself a clean sheet, because that ball was all ever so close as Anderson desperate to get that ball as wide and as long as possible for Spring Hills. But gee, that was as close as it's going to get for South Melbourne. Sinclair putting her body on the line, defended that ball well. Retreat back to keeper Christina Esposito. And the referee blowing the whistle. Free kick for South Melbourne. Esposito been told to go quick. Under a minute of normal time. Not entirely sure how much extra time. I think we're just waiting for the fourth official to let us know. And I think they're a bit more preoccupied on getting the next substitution on. There might be one more interchange for the home team, who is moments away from getting their win. They can give it here. They can hold it off for the next couple of minutes. We're on extra time territory right now, but if they can hold, it'll be high reward. Ball it's whipped in, still kept alive, and eventually cleared away out of danger. Number 9, Erie Narita. We've played a terrific game. We'll take a break. And on comes number 36, Chelsea De Silva. So it'll be South's 5th loss of the season. Spring Hills will be their 6th. Wouldn't change too much of their ladder position, but it will boost their points to 24. South currently on 27 points. So it's a very tight middle ladder positioning, with Box Hill 25 points and Alamein on 26 points. Let's go the final push here for South. Protected there in the near post by Jenny Ibrahim. Keeping a clean sheet. High ball again. Spring Hills seems to go long and hope for the best and go short. Normally Dakic is the one to retrieve it. Markovsky. All on their own here, Spring Hills. That's just a wasted opportunity. And it's just now the discretion of the referee, Shab, Russian, to let us know how long is left. A very close eye on the watch there. I think she heard me when I said how long is left. And I think she heard it. And Spring Hills, a wonderful win at home. And what a night for them. The underdogs of the competition right now against South Melbourne. And they've done it. They've taken down South Melbourne and shaken up the NPLW finals race with a statement win here at home. A huge performance from the side sitting 8th, and prove once again that in this league anything can happen. First goal scored by Narita and second by Markovsky. And a terrific win for the team here in the West. Though before we sign off, I want to say and extend my heartfelt thank you to everyone who makes this night possible. I want to thank the referees and the officials for guiding the game with integrity. I want to thank the pitch staff who keep Springside in pristine condition, rain or shine or wind. to the tireless volunteers working behind the scenes. You are the heartbeat of match day, and to the camera crew and production team capturing every moment so beautifully. I'd like to thank the matchday staff both from Spring Hills and South Melbourne who help everything run smoothly from first whistle to last. To Football Victoria for your ongoing commitment to growing and supporting the women's game, and most importantly to the fans and families, whether you're watching in the stands, on the sidelines, or watching from home, your passion, energy and love for the game makes it all that matter. Thank you again for being part of it. We'll see you again tomorrow for more NPLW action, and until then, look after one another and keep the love for the game alive. Final score here at Springside: Spring Hills 2, South Melbourne 0. I'm Han Solo. Thank you for your company. Have a lovely night and see you next time.